So, YUL Edochie, or let us say the Edochies, because at the end of the day, they say family bond can be very strong, particularly if it has to do with their interests, sort of. What do I mean? I'm going to break it down. YUL Edochie is struggling. He wants to have that house, he wants to have this, wants to have that. That house, let me be very clear about it. The house that YUL Edochie and May lived in, or let's say YUL Edochie lived in, because it's the one that is not living in, and May is achieving and doing a lot. That house is actually a thing of pride to YUL Edochie. Many of YUL Edochie's age group in that industry, they cannot afford to have that kind of house in that particular location. They cannot afford it. And YUL Edochie, alongside Mary, both of them were able to achieve this. Who brought more money or did not is not even the bone of contention here, because YUL Edochie has underage children and he must provide a place for them to live, and not just a place for them to live. He must be able to provide a place that is close to their school, and if they are all in a boarding school, they just must have a place. And YUL Edochie cannot afford to pay rent where Mary wants. So part of what YUL Edochie is arguing is, okay, you know what? I want to relocate my children, and that's not possible. It's not feasible because Mary does not have businesses in Enugu. I want to keep my children in this location, and Mary is like, look, it's not good. It's not going to connect to my place of work. So these are part of the argument both of them had. Now, YUL Edochie are taking all of this to his own people, like, she wants just to own that house. She wants to have the house until those children are grown up. And, the way it works in marriage, unless there is a prenup, unless there is a document that shows that the wife is the one that owns the house, or the man is the one that owns the house, or it's not possible. Let us not deceive ourselves that the court will just say, oh, we award the house to the woman, take it, belongs to you because you paid more. You don't come to the court and say, I'm the one that paid more. You have to show evidence, which, don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that Mary does not have evidence. She's not a fool. But when it comes to marriage, is there a document that shows that should a divorce come up, this person will own this, that person will own that? If that is not so, the man must still provide accommodation for their children. Unless the man is super rich and he has other places, he can then say, this is the accommodation I'm providing for my children or my child, and this other house, we have to do this and do that. But in the case of YUL Edochie, he's not even near that. He's not near that. He was just about to fly. He now said to himself, no, I want to stay in the drainage. And in the drainage is. So you might be wondering, why am I saying all of this? Well, as you can see, May is flying and YUL Edochie is beginning to throw tantrums. So, the Edochies, they are throwing tantrums. They say, YUL Edochie say, if you dare marry, and, because of the, Mary is dressing fine, dinner dresses and some other dresses. As an influencer, she needs to look good. YUL Edochie interpreted this to mean May is preparing for marriage. Like, he's getting wind of he even reacted to the video of Mary in an aeroplane where she was kind of vibing to a song, and she and her follower, he and she and their followers, you know what I'm talking about, YUL Edochie and Judy, they went on Mary's page, and at the end they started lambasting her, calling her Olosho, Ashawo. They started saying a lot of things to her. Why? Because the skirt she was putting on, maybe she wasn't conscious of it, so they were seeing some part of her legs that they felt, oh, Olosho, you are just trying to do low key, Olosho, you are just trying to package yourself like those kind of cultured Olosho, something like that, like Olosho that is not trying to look like Olosho, but they do Olosho in a way that Olosho, they started saying all sort of gibberish things, and I'm like, what nonsense is this? What kind of rubbish is this? Is it because of your boss, your mentor, your star, if that's what YUL Edochie is still to them, your Odiegu that is not flying, is not even crawling, it's just in one? Are you guys like trying to throw tantrums alongside him because he's afraid, he's worried, he's kind of like scared. Reality is kind of dawn on him now, like, oh, Mary is about to settle. So that house, somebody will now open that door that I used to open. This is where YUL Edochie fear is. Like someone will open that door, the door to the internal life that I was managing in that place. Now somebody else can open that door. So is YUL Edochie going to bar any man from having access to that house because he built that house alongside Mary? Like both of them built a house. That's the truth. YUL Edochie, we can't say YUL Edochie did not put money in building that house. And you know, these things can be very complex. It reminds me of a story of a man and a woman. They had problems like this. And the man, I think the man brought in, let's say 70% or let's say 75. The woman brought in, okay, let's even say the man brought in 80% and 20% is what the woman brought into. I mean, we're talking about physical. I'm not talking about emotional support. I'm talking about cash. So the woman, of course, she made sure that the blocks that she bought was fixed inside of the house. I mean, in their master bedroom, that's where the block was used. So when the issue came up and the man is like, hey, this house belongs to me. What did you bring into this house? Everything in this house, I bought it, I built it, blah, blah. And the woman said, are you sure I did not help in building this house? Say, what did you bring? Anything you brought, I will get. Okay. The woman said, I don't want money. Because the man said, I'm going to pay you off. The woman said, no, I don't want money. You see, that 100 blocks that you said is all that I added to this house. I know where those blocks are. Remember that when I ordered it and I paid, I have the receipt of it. So I have record of it. That block, don't forget that the bricklayer knows where it was put. And don't forget that we have videos of it and I was talking about it. You see that block is in the master bedroom. There is 60 of it in the master bedroom / the kitchen. There is this. She said she wants it. She said, no, I don't want the money. I just want them to remove the block. And no, so what I'm trying to say is that there are a lot of complexity when it comes to this matter. But you know, at the end of the day, the court will always look at the interest of the children. Those kids, they need a home. Not even Daniela. Danielle is grown up. YUL Edochie is not legally responsible, although there is a law that states that if your child continues to go to school and I think 2021, you must still take care of that child. A law in Lagos. Now, let's even leave that aside that maybe there can be some waivers or argument about it. Those children, they are still underage, and YUL Edochie, if you cannot even provide finance like food, money, you must give them a place to sleep. You must give them a place to sleep. You cannot, but you must give them a place to sleep. You must provide medical. You must. You must have a family doctor where they can go to, and the bill will be sent to you. It's important. It's compulsory, regardless of whatever you have with the man. Nobody cares about that. Whatever issues you guys have, you must provide for those children because they have no business. It doesn't matter if those kids are supporting their mother or they are supporting their father. No. You must. It's a must that you must provide. YUL Edochie knows all of these things, but he cannot accept it. That is the reason why he's throwing tantrums, saying, Mary, they say you want to marry, you are preparing yourself, this and that. It is not possible. Asking his family to call Mary and that this marriage of a thing, she should stop it. If not, hell will break loose. You know, that's how YUL Edochie speak. Oh, hell will break loose. Something will happen. Like now, it has now become a battle to finish. I don't know what your thoughts are as regards this matter. Drop your comments. See you in the next update.